Obviously, the story of 2020 was the pandemic. As everyone knows, CTV had a huge year of growth, particularly around FAST, right? And watching ad-supported TV. And that supported their numbers. So first of all, almost a 3x growth on the actual number of ad requests coming into our platform in 2020 from November last year to November this year. So not a big surprise there. But the interesting part about the findings that we found looking at Beachfront's data is that despite the huge increase in requests, the actual fill rates went up by a good 25-30%. So there's actually advertiser demand for this. So what does that tell us? So advertisers are actually switching those dollars to CTV, both from traditional digital as well as TV. Advertisers are seeing that CTV is a great place to be, that there's ROI there, that is able to be measured, and they can reach their audiences that they want to reach. So this shows a lot. Beachfront launched CTV back in 2015. We saw like a steady growth, but really this year, the exponential growth on the advertising side, the actual advertisers looking for CTV users, has been through the roof. So I think that's not surprising to see the increase in users using CTV. But when we looked at the stats and saw the dramatic increase in actual fill rates year over year and the amount of advertisers actually advertising year over year, that was pretty dramatic. One of the things that reared its ugly head, though, when it comes to the actual ad tech portion of it, is that use rate, or the number of times that a winning bid turns into an impression, went down pretty dramatically. So we saw that use rate go down from about 40% to 14%. So why is that? It makes sense. As more advertisers are coming on board and bidding on more inventory, there's a lot more conflicts within an actual pod within a TV program. So things like competitive separations actually really do matter within a CTV environment. And a lot of the legacy technology was not built to handle this type of decisioning. So the mechanics of actual pod decisioning aren't working. Right? This is one of the key parts of why we built pod bidding, is to be able to handle, from a programmatic RTB perspective, be able to handle full podded request response from SSP to DSP, so that we can deliver a full pod when a winning bidder happens, that happens in context of the entire ad break, and we're actually able to deliver on that impression. So I think there's some growing pains going on with CTV right now in terms of the actual underlying ad technology infrastructure that we're looking hopefully in 2021 to build on. So my hope for 2021 is, okay, we know there's been huge growth in users using CTV. We think that growth is going to continue. We're going to continue to see more advertisers come in. How can we make this whole process more efficient for advertisers and drive more publisher revenue through establishing better technology to deliver this on, and specifically focus on the ad break, and then even beyond that, the ad program. So the entire movie, the entire TV show, how do we actually deliver context within the advertising? So how do we deliver not just a break, but the full program? So things such as reach and frequency can be controlled on the advertiser side. You don't have to see the same ad over and over again as a user through a program. So these are the types of things that are starting to become more and more relevant. And I think, going into 2021, not only getting that use rate and trying to figure out how to get that use rate up, but driving a better user experience is going to be extremely important.